search operation, Descendant. Multiple bogus signals detected in the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Disarmed. Descendant, proceed inside. Descendant, destroy the device up ahead. Multiple bogus signals detected in the operation zone. Proceed with caution. We're detecting multiple bogus signals. Your hover bike from here on out. Energy signal detected inside the laboratory. Be careful. Operation complete. Great job, Descendant.
Alright, so I know y'all probably gonna roast me because after that update, Ines had got some Transcendent mods, but I have yet to receive my Transcendent mod. The only thing that I probably got was Plasma Bullet. I haven't got the Plasma Condensation. I want to make it as an issue, but I haven't have my guns upgraded yet. Really, I still mainly use my Shadow, and it kind of annoying, but you know, you want to get the feeling of more guns, which I really have to upgrade pretty soon because the sword getting a little boring. But nevertheless, here's my breakdown for Ines, and I kind of think that Ines, I actually miss Ines when she first launched. I know she was wicked, but she's still decent. But until I get Plasma Condensation to see how that really works, this is what running on my Ines build right now. I guess we can start with the trigger mod because I don't have a Transcendent mod. I'm using Gash. Honestly, this is not a bad trigger mod for Ines. It actually works for me. So it says hitting a target affected by global dot type skill with either a tool or a piercing projectile type skill inflicts gash, dealing damage. I normally use it to strengthen my number 4, to be honest. I think the number 4 is probably weak to me, but you know, you need to improve it a little bit. It's not the, as you can see, the skill power is not the highest. 589, I boost it with a little bit more. You ain't gonna spoil the mods yet. But as you can see, skill power is 589. Expected damage quotation marks 2.6. Honorable mention, you could probably use power beyond, tactical strike. Depends on how you want to play. It all boils down on how you want to play. And also what I'm using is tech skills. So bear in mind, these are my tech skills. I'm not using singular. So bear in mind, I went based on the skills that I normally use the most. I don't really use 4 that much, but I was gonna give it a shot. Moving on swiftly, mid-air maneuvering, MP conversion, cooldown, obviously, skill concentration because she's a great character. Amplification control for more range and more shield. Shield is kind of useless pretty much, but I went for more shield. Skill insight to boost her critical hit rate. I don't know why it was stuttering there just now. Focus on electric, obviously to boost her electric skill power. He slaps differently using her elemental damage. This is where it gets a little tricky. Focus on tech, boost her tech attribute RK due to the fact that's what you see in that extra. It jumped from 589 657. That's where that boost came from. They didn't really need it because, you know, pretty much anything over like 200 100 pretty much okay. If it was less than 100 or so, that's where it probably would have used. That's where this focus on tech would have come in handy. There are a lot of ways I could have went with this, and I choose to go focus on tech. Increase HP. I don't think that Ines has the best survivability. She pretty much is squishy to me. I don't know how other people think about her, but to me, I drop on that because me, I like my characters with survivability. Even if I gotta struggle to get extra health orbs or something, I do not like the fact that I get a slap in 2 hits. Even if you running a gas cannon, I don't like running gas cannon. And light them up for more MP. Big thing that her MP drains a lot, especially if you're trying to spam. Skill expansion for more range. Obviously, more range is more power. Combination here. And then this is where I went for my ancestors mod. Skill critical hit rate to boost the hit rate more. Skill cooldown. I substitute that for nimble fingers. Add a little bit more skill damage. Negative max shield. Could have went different, but you know, I choose this route just for purposes. But as you can see in the video, he was pretty slapping. Kind of sacrificed a lot of my things. Looking at my stats here, you will definitely see a change in here. Electric skill, this is based off the electric. Fusion on electric, don't have that much tech skill power boost ratio. Normally I would tell y'all, and I still enforce that you get more arcade attribute. I take a chance on this one to see how she slaps, but she is a crit character. She pretty much doing what she's supposed to do. If you want to improve, like I always emphasize, improve on more damage, try to balance the elemental and the RK in percentages to increase more damage. Obviously the tech modifier was the tech focus on tech. Overkill here, honestly. Critical hit damage 715. You know that I hit in diminishing returns here, but like I said, I was testing it and it's still working for me. If you really want to decrease a little bit of damage, you could probably, honestly, this is probably giving me more damage here, because if I remove that, I definitely get at least 5 something in crit damage, which is pretty decent. So it depends on the rolls that you get for your ancestors more. If you want to swap that out, if you want to look for a good ancestors roll, I would say probably get like a boost ratio, more cooldown if you want, duration up if you want, depending on how you play with your skills. Bear that in mind. If you want to stick with the critical hit damage, get tech and crit damage with a negative max shield, which was good. All depends on what skills you normally use. If you use normally singular skills, which is the first and the third, get singular power boost ratio. If you use the second and the fourth tech, obviously you gotta get tech. Or if you want to do both, your reactor could be the first thing that you're gonna decide. Then you're gonna decide which skill you're gonna promote, and then you could probably put in singular and tech together depending on how you want to run your mods here. Mid down, cooldown pretty decent, some negative 79%. I got enough range. Skill power 23.29, hit rate 71, almost 3/4, which is pretty decent, almost 100%. But like I say, it all depends on how you build your character. Moving on to the weapons, obviously, Shadow up front, Greg's reverse fit on the cage. You could really ignore the Greg's reverse fit. I was trying out something with Blair, but I never switched this weapon. I gotta start using the E-Buster because I heard the E-Buster now is pretty decent. I haven't really tried it that much, and I gotta level it up. Here are my stats for the Shadow. This could be the usual Shadow that you always use. Don't already use that, so you don't really gotta worry about the Greg's reverse fit. This is the Thunder Cage. I'm gonna go back to the main stats at the beginning. Moving on to Reactor. This is my Reactor right now, using tech skill power boost ratio. That's where you see the 28.5%, sorry. That's where that tech boost ratio is coming from. Honorable mention, if you don't have this Reactor, I would suggest getting electric and skill hit damage, which I probably have, but I haven't obviously upgraded. This is another honorable mention. Definitely gonna get more power when you max this out, due to the fact that Ines skills are pretty much electric, so you can boost more for electric skill power boost ratio, so bear that in mind. Player set, strongest set that you're gonna get from getting power from Ines. Honorable mention, I like to use Supernova due to the fact that I like to see electricity coming down, you know, that little effect from Executioner. It's pretty decent, you know. I like to play in style a little bit sometimes. Moving on to inversion reinforcement. These are the stats that I currently running with for the new season. Next thing is the dog. I got my boy the Snowy Slag MP, because like I said, I feel that Ines MP drinks a lot, so this is what I have. If you feel that you're losing enough health, you can probably use the other dog, obviously. Not the Vespers, the Haggy or Sheepdog for more HP. Dogs come in clash. Gear tuning, this is what I got for the mutant cell, electric cohesion, boosting more electricity. You gotta slap, she's a quick character. Hey, adding on more. If you want to get a lot more skill power, you could go this route with more cooldown. I suggest to get more cooldown though. Cooldown is a key thing on Ines, because you want to spam all her skills a lot, depending, even if you using singular or tech, she's a spammy character. And that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me how you guys feeling for the new season though. For my boy Esimo, I got a video coming for him, but it ain't the worst. It's a little iffy, but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is your boy RicocheT, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.